talking for a long time because I got this camera in my face and I'm like talking to myself, and I'm my own best captive audience. I mean, I love listening to me talk, and now I'm getting to watch me, with these little facial expressions and all that. And part of this sermon, when I was speaking, I forgot there was other people in the room. I was just talking to myself. I was just going on and on and on. And God was just, filling my heart full of stuff to come out of my mouth, and it was flowing. But I guess in all this, what I want to say is that our job is to work for God. We aren't a people that just have, independence and freedom to do whatever we want. And we aren't, we aren't those people. We're a peculiar kind of people that God chose. We are God's chosen people, and to be God's chosen people, we made a commitment and we made a deal and we made an agreement, and He's been keeping His end of the bargain. You see, Nana's 100 years old. Uncle Joe's 102 years old. My mother's still alive. My children are doing well. We have good health. We have good fortune, good things happen for us, and everybody has a little bit of bad stuff that happens to them. But when it rains here, we get an umbrella. We get shelter from the rain. It may be wet and cold outside, but we're not getting rained on. So, if that's acceptable, then that's who we are. I mean, we're going to do our best and let God do the rest, and we don't need, all these material things and all those. When you get close to God like that, some of the things that you wanted out of life, they begin to change, and you begin to want something different. You begin to see that there are certain things that are way more important than these other things. There are certain things that money can't buy, and so those are the things that are the true blessings. Anybody can save some money and buy a car. Anybody can get a loan and buy a house. You know what I mean? Even the heathen of the earth and the idolaters and the people that do evil all the time. Most of them have cars and houses and nice clothes and some jewelry to wear and all that, but they don't have that inner peace. They don't have that inner happiness. They don't have that longevity. And when I say longevity on that level, I'm talking about the type of longevity that'll take you through life after life after life after life, the eternal life of our souls. We're talking about that kind of longevity. And so I verily, I say to you, please pay attention to what I say, because this is an important message about our job and what we have to do for God. We're working for God, and this is our job description. This is what we do. This is how we're going to do it, and this is who we're going to target. We have to have a target audience. Well, our target audience is the whole world. All we have to do, we don't have to really have speaking engagements and make appointments to talk to people. All we have to do is live the life and shine the light and let them follow the example. And when everything turns upside down and the chaos hits and the world is, everybody's running astray and it's chaotic and it's confusing and nobody understands what's going on, or we're going to be the calm in the storm. Everybody's going to look at this and wait, why aren't they all stressed out? How come things aren't going like this for them? That's when we're going to have people following us. That's why we need to get our act together. And I guess in that sense, it's not really an act, because that's really how we feel and who we are and what we do, but it's a presentation that we're putting out there for the people. We're presenting to them. We're making them understand, so it's kind of like we're having our act together because we've got to have our presentation together. We've got to have our show together. We've got things to show people, and so we've got to have it together. We've got to at least be organized and understand. The first thing is to understand what we're doing. We have to understand it before we can even hope that somebody else will understand it, because we have to be able to teach them. And so it's been 51 minutes and 24 seconds since I turned this camera on and started this sermon. And so it's been a long sermon. I see people yawning I'll
I'm
be out of your way.
She's literally
You're crying?
I'm crying. This is not right. You can't like have people sit down for another hour. Nobody does that. Like
Really?
I can't.
You see what I'm
sit down
saying?
for this
You
long.
hear the
know,
listen to
like,
this.
and then I can't
No, hold on, no.
leave.
Hold on, one at a time, because I want everybody to hear this. So hold on, one at a time. Let Ashley talk first. Let Ashley talk first. Let Ashley talk
I
first.
just feel like they don't do that for a reason. You don't have someone sit down for a 3-hour service. And then, Dad, it'd be different if you were like, it was so many different points. What was the point? And I'm not even being rude. It was all good information. But really, that's why nobody preaches for that long. It's not nice. It's not. You can't just have people, you're enjoying yourself.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this?
I have to sit down. The longer I sit, the more tired I get.
Complaining about
This is
hearing
why.
about God.
Dad, this is why.
I'm listening.
You need to find
We're
your
listening.
speaker.
They do what?
Find your speaker.
Why? What's
My
wrong with
phone
yours?
is dead now. It's dead, and I don't know.
You mean
what-
it's dead
what
now?
you
It's
want me
plugged
to
in.
do. Like I don't.
It's
Mom,
plugged
you're
in.
next.
Nana, Mom, you guys still there?
I'm literally crying.
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, hold on. We're gonna hear the opinions of a couple more people, and then we're gonna end this sermon. Tony, what would you like to say?
Oh, nothing. I did a whole study while you were reading or talking.
Okay, and that's okay.
But I did a whole,
But you said you're not gonna like what I said. What you're gonna say? What am I not gonna like?
that I did a whole study while listening
It
to
was a study about what?
about teaching and shepherding and
So it was a study about what I was talking about, right? It was kind of like an inspiration that went along with what I said our job is and what we're going to be out there doing. And that inspired you to do a study about teaching and shepherding.
actually I had it on a note past to do that.
Uh-huh.
But since you just taken, I
See,
decided
they're
to go ahead and
complaining about hearing about God. That's what I'm talking about. The devil is everywhere.
I had it on a note
Okay.
card.
What?
Did you help me just?
I helped you. Yeah, I helped you. Okay. What's your Charlotte?
I'm not complaining. I enjoyed the sermon. I mean, I see how the points like kind of came together.
Mm-hmm.
But I drank a whole Red Bull, so
Well, I guess,
had
you know,
energy.
it was a long sermon, and there was a lot that I covered in the sermon. But I understand, but if you look at it all together, some of these things I've talked about before, and so I'm bringing back those points so that I can put it together with things that we're talking about now, and all these things have into play. At the end of the day, the moral to the story is we're going to need God, and we're going to follow God, and God has the plan, and it's not our plan. And by doing that, we're going to be able to show other people how to do that.
I feel like it was longer mostly just because you're recording, so you're adding a lot of like backstory and more information just for like, you know, whoever's gonna watch the video, you know,
Right.
they understand what's going on. But I feel like your sermons usually aren't that long, but it's just because
Right.
They are.
I don't know.
They are.
Got whiners in the house. Give them some cheese. They need some cheese with that
I'm
wine.
not whining. But
Need
I'm
some
saying
cheese with that wine.
most people do half hour.
Yeah, most
45
people.
Minutes,
Most
and they
people.
Wrap it all up.
Yeah, most people. I bet God ain't mad.
I'm going back to my room.
I bet God ain't
The
tripping.
Lord bless us and
No,
keep
hold
us.
on. No. It's not the time. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I guess that says it in a nutshell. I guess I talk too much and I talk too long, and so later on I'll just talk to myself and I'll just let people hear what I said to myself, you know, and they can watch it on the video. But I thank the Lord. Hold on. I thank the Lord for everybody that came to this service today and was a part of this. I thank the Lord for the people that listened as long as they could. And if they couldn't listen any longer, I ain't mad at them because they listened as long as they could. And even if they didn't hear everything, they heard enough. And that's why I included all those different things, because different things inspire different things inspire different people. And so maybe one thing I said brought on a light for another person when something else I said brought on a light for this other person. And so hopefully, you know, I got the message across. It's like I don't speak a whole bunch of different languages, but I know a whole bunch of different approaches, you know, for the same thing. And so the bottom line is we need to follow the Lord and understand who God is and what his intentions are for us so that we can show other people. and help them through these trials and tribulations that are coming up. That's our job. Amen. So be it.
I'd like to contribute what I thought about the sermon.
Okay.
And that is
There we
that
go.
I did not feel like, I didn't feel like you talked an extra long time. Everything that you said, there were things that you said before, and I see where you were bringing those in and everything. But when you said it's now been 50-something minutes, I looked at it didn't feel like 50-something minutes. It really didn't.
Thank you,
I
Mom.
just want to put that in.
That's what I'm talking
It
about.
was,
That's
it
what I'm talking
wasn't
about.
minutes,
mama.
some
That's
minutes
my mama.
filled with nothing, and some minutes, other
That's my
minutes filled
grandma
with
to me.
some